My name is Steve, Principal Solutions Consultant for Semiconductors here at Jama Software. I'm happy to showcase our new semiconductor solution for Jama Connect. It gives companies a head start on their Jama implementation, shortening time to value on their investment. Subsegments like integrated device manufacturing, IP, fabless and design companies can use the solution out of the box on day one. It can also easily be tailored for manufacturing use cases. The solution itself is made of multiple components. First, there are a new suite of project templates. These illustrate best practices for data model, setup, and project organization tuned to the semiconductor industry, robust traceability, and IP block and IP core examples, and much more. Our new community space includes process documentation, importable templates and reports, curated marketing assets, and details on common integration use cases for the semiconductor industry. Let's take a tour of the new projects that come with the semiconductor solution for Jama Connect. You'll see a few new sets of projects that come with this instance of Jama. First are some automotive examples, one with mock example data, another with microcontroller data, showing what an automotive semiconductor project might look like for a particular microcontroller, and then a template that goes along with it for easy copying for a new project. Our flagship project, which I'll demo here for you in a second, is the integrated semiconductor system example with GPU data, and then the template that goes along with it for easy copying for reuse. And then finally, the semiconductor example data project and template that goes along with it for a hardware-only project. Let's take a deeper look at the flagship project, the integrated semiconductor system example with GPU. This project comes with a new data model honoring the systems engineering beat, illustrating how we decompose the system from a high-level stakeholder MRD all the way through a post-silicon validation. High-level stakeholder requirements are derived into system requirements. We call this a PRD in the semiconductor context. Architectural elements can be linked to those system requirements for allocation. System requirements are distilled into hardware or software domains, respectively. And then we capture design information as well for those particular domains, separating the requirements from the design, the requirements describing what the system shall do, the design, how the system will do it. We also have an example project for managing IP blocks or IP cores with a separate hardware block requirement type, design details, and a datasheet item. The datasheet item can be used to manage key features of that IP core, which we keep separate and distinct from the requirements item. And then finally, verification and validation for both the stakeholder MRD and PRD levels, as well as pre and post silicon verification and validation, respectively. You'll see a project dashboard with some useful widgets, full requirement breakdown by type, stakeholder requirements MRD rolled up by status, post-silicon GPU validation by test case status, and then several examples of filters that are finding gaps in my traceability. This will allow teams to help understand requirements missing certain coverage and help them manage risks, changes, and exceptions within the project. The project tree now contains new enriched sample data. At the stakeholder MRD and PRD levels, you'll see a folder breakdown helping teams store and manage things such as sustainability, regulatory, and security requirements. The project structure reflects best practice for organizing your project data, and it includes robust traceability examples that show prospects and customers what complete traceability looks like within Jama. Using Live Trace Explorer, you can open up sections of the project to see the traceability score, and you'll see in this one has a 100% score with complete traceability. The IP block section provides examples of several IP projects, an FP64 compute core and HB M3 memory. These are derived from the system level requirements, and they come with their own mini model and setup. You will see examples of functional and parametric requirements, detailed design examples, as well as pre and post silicon testing and their respective phase gates. We're also excited to announce a new procedure guide, which you can use with these new templates. These recommend best practices and recommended steps for using Jama for an integrated semiconductor systems project. You'll see instructions for managing things like the high-level MRD from conception all the way through baseline work product. You'll also see instructions and examples for reusing those IP blocks in another project or context. Thank you very much. We're excited to deliver more examples and content for the semiconductors industry with Jama Connect.